Hello everyone, here's your favorite artist. I wanted to start a series where I show you my sketchbooks. And so the first video of this series is gonna be all of my current sketchbooks, as I have more than one. I tend to keep one for quick sketches, then one for when I go outside, when I go traveling, one for gouache, one for watercolor. So here are my current sketchbooks. First one I'm going to show you is the one for gouache. This is the cover. It's not that big of a deal. The stickers aren't from any particular artist, so I'm not going to speak about them too much. First thing you see is Marilyn Monroe, and these are some loose papers that I've drawn in and I've kept in here, also like trying out color pencils. And now the actual first portrait is Honey from New Jeans, even though it doesn't really look like her. Then we have some AI portraits. So these are AI portraits that I found on Pinterest, and I wanted to draw them because I really liked the lighting and I really liked how they looked. Now here is Penelope, I don't know how that name is pronounced in English, from Bridgerton, and Sabrina Carpenter, even though I'm not really happy with how it turned out. Then here we have my favorite portrait that I've ever done. I don't know why I like it so much, but I just love it. And in person, if you see the lips, they look amazing. So yeah, we have Sabrina Carpenter. Here is kind of a fail. I don't like how it turned out. The colors are not really blended. Here we have Sulgi from Red Velvet. I really like how it turned out, even though it doesn't look that good on camera. And then here we have a girl looking sideways, and I really like it. I first did something with the background that I wasn't 100% sure of, and then I just left it like this, and I really like it. Then we have Hailey Bieber. This is also one of my favorite portraits I've ever done. I love the way that the lighting came out, even though it's not perfect. Lighting is quite hard to do, so I really like the way that I did it, and I just love it. And the way that the background is like my signature background, or what I want my signature background to be, with like those strokes. And yeah, I love it. Oh, now that I'm looking at it, the arm looks kind of bad. Don't look at it. Then we have this one, which again, the lips in real life look amazing. I love the background. Now we have Adriana Lima. I'm not 100% happy with how it turned out, but I like it. And then on this side, I tried oil painting. They don't dry and they are a bit messy. I mean, they take really long to dry, so that's why I have a paper on top. Then, okay, so this actually has a long story. I posted a TikTok and somebody commented, "Would you draw me?" or something like that. And I was like, oh, I'm not sure, because I don't know if I want to draw someone for free or whatever. But I was like, okay. And I talked to her and I was like, okay, send me a picture, or what picture do you want me to do? And she was like, you can do my profile picture. And I was like, okay. And because it was like for free and stuff like that, I didn't do it as quickly as I would normally do. I was like, okay, taking my time, doing it whenever I had time to do it. And then I did it. And the lighting in this one, I mean, the picture was from a phone, and like she had the phone shadow on her face. So it was kind of hard to do, and then I wasn't completely happy with the result, but I was like, oh, whatever. And I sent it to her, and she was like, oh, I love that. And I even saw, like, I watched her TikToks, because she does have some TikToks, and I watched her TikToks to see what the necklace had, because the photo was reversed, so I couldn't see it. And yeah, I did that, and then I sent it to her, and she was like, oh, can you send them through WhatsApp? And I was like, okay. And then I saw that she had done a besom, or whatever, however that's pronounced, and she had paid for it, and I was like, oh, you didn't have to. Oh my goodness, I felt so honored and so happy, and she was so kind, and it's so nice when people appreciate your art and do that. And yeah, like, I don't feel like it's my best work, and still she was so she appreciated so much that she paid for it, and that's so sweet. I love that. And she still has it as her profile picture, so yeah, that's so beyond nice. Now we have Bella Hadid. There's nothing much to say. At some point I was like, it doesn't really look like her, but I actually really like how it turned out. The background is also not my usual, what I would like it to be, but I like it. This is my sketchbook for whatever, like color pencils, a little bit of watercolor, because it's the Talents one, so it doesn't really work that well. Also for markers, but I don't use markers that much. And yeah, just random art. The first page was a tryout page where I wanted to try how different mediums worked on the paper. This paper is very good for color pencils, and here are the first drawings that I did. I absolutely love how they looked like, because pencil just goes so smoothly and so nice in this paper. Then here we have Jimin. I did not like how this turned out, so I did it again because I think it was too dark, and yeah, I don't like how it looked like. I didn't like that style, so I did it again, and I love how it turned out the second time. Here we have a sketch that I did back in well, it's not a sketch really, it's a drawing that I did back in 2015 probably, and then the version that I did a while ago. I still don't really like it, or I'm not really happy with it because it doesn't look perfect. It doesn't look like the reference as much as I wanted it to, but I really like the way that the colors, like the way that I've done the colors. And this is one of my favorite spreads. I think you can see a bit of this process in my first good video in my channel, because I believe this was the background for that video. So yeah, I love these sketches. They look so nice. I had so much fun doing them, and yeah, I just love them. These ones are just random, but those lips, I love the way that they look like. And the strawberry I also liked. Then we have some Wings study. I've been obsessed with Wings lately. I've been rewatching it, and I love it. It's such a good show. I knew that I liked it as a kid, but I didn't know that even now I would love it so much. So I wanted to study it because I really like the style, especially how they draw clothes and stuff. So yeah, I wanted to study it. Some of them are fails. And then I kept on drawing and taking inspiration from the Wings, and also drawing outfits and stuff, because I was enjoying drawing outfits so much. This sketch that I'm showing with this girl walking with her pants, which is inspired by a Bella Hadid. Most of these are Bella Hadid outfits. Yeah, I really liked how it turned out. Then here I have ones with gouache. Yeah, I wasn't obsessed with them. And then in the back side I have this one, which I love how it turned out, even though in camera it doesn't look that nice. And then these three fashion girlies, from their outfits are all from Pinterest, and I love to do them. And you can see that the third one, is literally Bella Hadid. Then I have some random sketches, and then also I took inspiration, well, I didn't take inspiration, I just copied Mofusans, because I love the way that Mofusans look. So yeah, I had to. And some random tryout page and more random drawings. Here is Kid Connor. You can see that in not my latest video, but my other video before this one. Then we have some more girlies Wings inspired, another tryout page, some random paper that I put so that it wouldn't transfer, and then these other girlies, again inspired by Wings, with outfits, which was the thing that I really enjoyed doing growing up. And the final page, which is some random sketches that I really enjoyed doing. Now I had a page, a ripped out page at the end of the sketchbook, where I have these three drawings. Then this is my sketchbook for when I'm out. I want something that is very small, very light, and that doesn't take up a lot of space. So this first page, well, there's the sticker, and this first page is inspired by Yumi in Color. I love her drawings. Then these other pages are just random sketches. I'm going to go quite quickly through them. You can barely see the ones that I did in color, multicolor pencils. Some I did with crayons, but yeah, most of them are not that nice. Then pen ones. And I started making this sketchbook, my sketchbook for drawing landscapes, not really landscapes, but what I see, my perspective, and seeing, what is the word? Not buildings, spaces. Also absolutely love the art that you can create with color pens, yeah, here they are. And that's it for this sketchbook. The next sketchbook is one that I've used when I went on holiday, but I could bring my watercolor, so that's, in that way, it's different from the other one. In the first pages I was trying out what works, and then these is the ones with the sea are the ones that I started doing when I went on holiday. Also, I drew a mermaid, and I was I'm obsessed with drawing mermaids, so I started drawing more. And that's pretty much everything that I have in this sketchbook. Mermaids, the sea, and then I also was I want to draw realistic portraits with pen, and you cannot erase pen, so the proportions and everything might not be perfect, but I really like the way that it turned out. Some orcas and some other random drawings, sea related, and that's everything for that sketchbook. Then I have this one, which is also one to take with me out, but when I have a little bit more space, this sketchbook is a bit thicker. It's also the Talents one, so it takes a bit of watercolor. I took it when I went to the north of Spain. Also, I use it for soft oil pastels because it's a very good paper for soft oil pastels in my opinion. This girl with the dress and using both pages is one of my favorites. I love the way that it looks. And also the red or the reddish, pinkish color pencil. And then these are the ones that I did when I went to the north of Spain. Cars are so hard to draw, which I used watercolor. And they were so much fun to do. And actually, I have nice stories about it. There was this girl that, little girl, I was at the beach drawing it. And she came up to me and she was like, "Do you speak English?" And I was like, "Yes." And she was like, "That's so beautiful," or something like that. And I was like, "Oh my goodness, thank you." And I feel like that has happened again, but I don't remember with what drawing. Or with the other ones that I showed you in the other sketchbook, where I also took it to the beach. There was another woman that was very looking at my drawings while I was drawing them, and then she was like, "You're very good," and I was like, "Thank you," and that's so sweet. This cake sketch has to be one of my favorites. I love the way that it looks. I have this obsession with drawing sweets and sweet stuff because I entered a competition and it was about drawing sweet things and stuff like that, so I was getting a bit obsessed with it and drew so many cakes. Then here we have Flora. I love Flora. When I was a child, my favorite wings was Musa, which honestly right now I don't understand why. Okay, I'm gonna go on a little bit of a tangent about Wings Club, but Musa and Tecna, I understand why they are not the most liked in the whole wings, because they literally have no personality. If you can describe Stella perfectly, you can describe Flora, you can describe Bloom, you can describe Lila or Aisha. But the other ones, Tecna and Musa, they're very blunt. So I'm guessing that's why people didn't like them as much. But now I really like Stella, but I also really like Flora. She's so sweet and nice. I just really like her. And then obviously I also really like Bloom. Now this is a watercolor sketchbook. I don't usually like watercolor sketchbooks that are very grainy or very textured paper, unless I will use it for just watercolor. But this watercolor paper is just so weird. I don't know if it's just me that I can't get a grip on how to use it. But yeah, the first pages were tryout pages, and I just didn't like the way that it looked. And I don't know, I think I just don't know how to use it. But this sketchbook is almost done, so I cannot get even better. But yeah, I feel like the colors blend with each other. You cannot do very defined things. I don't know. I don't like this paper, but I don't know if it's my problem. I'm just not good at it. I don't know. So yeah, these are just really random sketches. Some of them I like the one with the pink one, but still they're very loose, and other papers have worked better with watercolor for me. So yeah. Surprisingly though, this sketchbook is quite good for gouache. I like the way that gouache looks, and this they're not tomatoes. I was gonna say tomatoes. The apples that I drew are very nice. I liked how they turned out. So yeah, I guess I just have to try it out. And then the last pages I tried to really get a grip on how the watercolor can work on them. This other sketchbook is not that good quality, so it's for watercolor, but it's not that good quality, so I can do many other drawings as well without feeling the pressure of doing a very nice drawing. So here are some random watercolor ones. I don't like the first ones that I did, but then just random sketches. I also don't feel bad about doing random sketches on it because the paper isn't that good quality. I actually like a lot of the sketches that I've done in this sketchbook, which is one of the things when you don't have pressure to do amazing work, the work comes out better. I really dislike the Sabrina Carpenter spread that I posted, so you can see it on my YouTube, but I'm so annoyed because it was going so well, but I just don't like the face of the blue Sabrina Carpenter, and the outfit looked so good, and it's so disappointing. And then more wings inspired, and some really random and then my changing outfits with clear transparent sticky notes. And more wings inspired, and that's it. For my last sketchbook, this is also a sketchbook that can take watercolor. I can do more things, but still it isn't the best because it does wrinkle a lot. So here is the first page where I was more like trying it out, and then some like watercolor flowers that I loved doing, and then this spread that you can see on my channel. It's the video before this one, and I was taking inspiration from a comic book artist. And those are all of my sketchbooks. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I hope you liked my sketches, and be sure to wait and watch my other sketchbook tours, because I'm going to do more because I have a lot. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. I said Dara Daler Roney. I'm gonna cut that off.